Flick. off to the shame igloo with you. What's going on, guys? How is everybody? I hope you had a pretty decent weekend. I had to work on Saturday, so mine wasn't exactly super fantastic, but you know what? Whatever. Regardless, it's Monday all over again. Here I am. Here you are. Ride to Fight. What is going on? We've got Ride to Fight, Cryptid Tales, Relic, Monkey Bum, John Salam, Webb. Guys, it is so good to see you. It is so good to see everybody. I hope that you're all doing well. Yeah, it's actually like snowing. What? Hey-o! Well, hello, Lone Jedi. Just one Jedi. Is that like the low-calorie version of the Jedi? Just one calorie. Just one Jedi. Raging. Guys, what's going on? Miss Silver Moon, Jedi Light. Jedi Light. So when you're trying to keep your svelte figure, always go for the Jedi Light. What is up, everybody? Freedom! Raging, thank you so much for the follow, my friend. You know what? We just fired this thing up tonight. We just got going. We just got going. Ride and Fight. I'm doing really well tonight. Got out of work. It was snowing outside. It was getting towards the end of the day, and it just kind of turned into one of those situations where it was like, you know what? I'm done. I'm out. I'm heading home. I've had enough of this tomfoolery. I kind of don't want to deal with any more of it today. Miss Silver Moon, it is going quite well. We just fired things up. We just kicked things off. 6 p.m. we started. We've only been live for less than 10 minutes, and you come in here like a wrecking ball of awesome. With or without glitter, your choice. Silverado, thank you very much. Monkey Bum, how much snow do you have? We are like waffling between wet rain. Well, no, technically rain is still sort of wet. So wet snow and rain that is also wet. There's a lot of like, always with glitter. Perfect. What on earth just happened there? I have no idea what just happened there. Apparently we've got some latecomers. Moved to Pacific Northwest so I can mostly not have snow this time of year. Silverado, Central Montana. Good afternoon to you too. It's like 6 o'clock right here. I'm in New England, so I'm on East Coast time. Yeah, double raid. What's up with that? You are so awesome that you raided twice, unbeknownst to you the second time. That takes skill. That takes skill, a little bit of class, and a whole lot of glitter. So, and you were playing SnowRunner earlier today, although that looks like Construction Simulator, which I haven't tried yet. I have not tried that. Though I was convinced to download Shock Jockey. It absolutely is. It absolutely is. This time they mean business. They raided twice. Prepare the defense. Clan Iron. Last storm we get 6 inches, then another inch a couple of days. Yeah, it was. So we got a winter storm warning yesterday morning. So it's supposed to start snowing yesterday. Well, last night basically into Tuesday morning, but then they changed it a little bit. Loader, what's up, dude? They changed it a little bit. Things got kind of, I don't know. It's all over the place because it's raining, it's snowing, it's sleet, there's ice, there's everything. And yeah, it's going to be a mess. It is going to be an absolute mess. With that said, with the mess going on outside, I am nice and warm inside. I have power. Yeah, because there's lights and I'm able to do the internet thing. So technically, yes, I have power. My electricity has not been knocked out. The slush is almost as bad to drive in as the snow. Oh, yeah. So, fun fact, who will blame me? How are you? So, I learned the hard way. The Jeep, it's got 12.5-inch wide tires, probably on like 8 or 9-inch wide wheels. So it's got a really big footprint. If I hit a puddle while traveling at speed, it decides to change lanes all on its own. Speaking of, next time I will not be making delicious foods and we shall rise as we hunt. Yes, I am looking forward to that. I definitely am looking forward to more. I want to try. I mean, you can blame. Yes, you can blame Cryptid Tales. Also, definitely got to give a shout out to Ride to Fight, who was also playing more SnowRunner earlier today. I was kind of lurking just a little bit. That appears to be one of the tractors. One of the Kiravets. One of the Kiravets tractors. Which, oddly enough, those things are actually really, really good. But, for now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the White Western Star 4964. It's got the fuel tank on it, and I need to bring this thing over to a generator so that I might actually be able to make things, because apparently I need to make things now. So I'm at the point where I need to like cheetah pet tractor. What? Kiravets with a K. Wow. It did not like that. It just kind of stopped. So now I'm glad to be here now. I'm glad to not be at work. I am very happy to be warm inside. And I have the ability to shift my Jeep into four-wheel drive and climb over the mountain that's actually going to... JK Gamer, I don't know. It was weird. It just kind of came to an abrupt stop. You could fit that pet tractor in a purse, perhaps, or a satchel. Indiana Jones had a satchel. Was an awesome stream, 10 people hanging around. Rated court night after. Awesome. Yep, there is some very fantastic people who are all over there. Chia pet tractor. Take it back to the next level, starting to do a lot more realistic corners. Very cool. Danny, X27. How are you? What is good? Something's weird here. We're, it's almost like it's either completely stuck on something or it just doesn't have enough power to get up the hill. A lot more realistic forms. Okay. Very cool. But Danny, how are you this evening? What's going on? What's good? Thank you very much for the follow. I do greatly appreciate that. I'm fantastic. I am here in DLC number 8, the farming DLC, which we'll not really talk about the farming portion of it. But we're doing good. We're doing very good. I'm having a good time though. So we bring a truck that has a fuel carrier on it. District. No, I am not running potatoes. Currently, I'm doing everything but running potatoes. So eventually, maybe I'll have to run potatoes, but not now. We're not running potatoes right now. Even though I really like potatoes, and if you've ever been curious about taking a peeled potato and biting into it like an apple, it's pretty firm. It's pretty firm. It's got some consistency to it. Seen enough potatoes today? Miss Silvermoon would like to harvest your potatoes. But I don't have any potatoes. An uncooked potato? Yeah, they're gross. Oh, you did. Absolutely, Danny, go right ahead. That is what we're here for. I put one in your Discord. No more potatoes. What is your favorite potato dish? What is your absolute favorite potato dish? Honestly, I really have to say, besides French fries, I like potatoes in beef stew. Like, you take a nice beef stew and you cube up the potatoes. Not that I would make it myself, but I would find some form of individual who is good at making beef stew, because I don't exactly even have the skills to boil water. There, I said it. Okay, so what else do I need to do? I need to get 4 metal beams. So why don't we go get a truck? Oh. So where do the metal beams got to go? Oh, they only have to go right over there. So with that said, what I could do, I think Ride to Fight's just, he's cutting his teeth. Can I use a steering wheel with this game on PlayStation? Absolutely, yes you can. The only thing is, with a steering wheel, you're still going to need a good old-fashioned controller because you still have a crane. Beef stew is beautiful, especially with dumpling. You know, like dumplings, you're a sucker for a nice big load of baked potato. Baked potato, loaded, fully, all the way, hands down. That's a good call. That is a good call. Yeah, but Danny, you definitely can use a steering wheel. It will tell you which ones are supported and which ones aren't. I want to say that most steering wheels are actually supported with SnowRunner. Mashed potatoes rolled in dinner rolls. Ooh. Or what if you took... Okay, hear me out. What if you took the dinner roll and you kind of hollowed it out a little bit, you poked a hole in it, you kind of compressed the bread material, and then you just filled it up and packed it full of mashed potato, much like a Boston cream donut. So you would have a Boston cream donut, except it's like a biscuit and mashed potatoes. Which, I mean, maybe sounds a little bit weird now that I'm actually saying it out loud, but I would certainly eat that because it sounds wonderful. We had the crazy, wacky little idea that we wanted to use this fella right there. This little guy. Oh, it absolutely would be great. 100%. Okay, this is one of my favorite trucks. This truck has its fans, and this truck has its haters. Me personally, I love this truck. A friend gave me a brand new G29. Amazon delivered him 2 by mistake. Already have this game, but couldn't get into it like I did with MudRunner. Really? So you liked MudRunner, but you didn't like SnowRunner? I started the MudRunner series with this game, and it's been fantastic. Crazy Dough in the garage in Harvard Square used to make a potato skin pizza. You know what? Potato skin pizza, if you've never heard of it, it is phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. If you can get a potato skin pizza someplace that will make a potato skin pizza, I would highly recommend it. So, you might be asking, oh crap, I just grazed the wall, and then, because I'm really not paying attention to what I'm doing, I'm just kind of talking and driving. The dough was mashed potatoes with bacon, cheese, green onions, etc. Yeah, so, one of the places that I'm used to getting the potato skin pizza from, you've got regular pizza dough, you've got like the yellow Velveeta kind of cheese sort of stuff, and didn't mean to throw it in reverse, that would have been bad. Then you've got bacon, you've got French fries, and then you've got the little chives kind of sprinkled on it as well. And that's what you get for the bulk of the potato. But then you say, what about the sour cream? They give you sour cream on the side. Didn't have much time when it came out. I pre-ordered it too and was hyped, but I just couldn't get into it. I wouldn't say I disliked it. I never just had real... Okay, all right. This game is phenomenal. This game, I started playing this game, and this is one of the games that I've never... See, that's what our stream does. Typically, everybody who comes here walks away going, you know what? I need something to eat now. That's... Yeah. All right, so... Oh. Okay, so metal beams. We need to craft... Oh, there's no fuel in the... What do you mean there's no fuel in the generator? Why is there no fuel in the generator? Refuel. Oh, because the generator barely... Okay. So... Oh, wow. That was a lot of fuel. Ginger Rage, how are you this evening, my friend? What is going on? Everybody's here. I'm hungry. I just finished last night's leftovers. Oh, dude, Relic. You're currently eating a Mr. Beast burger and Beast fries. So, I don't understand the whole thing behind the Mr. Beast burgers. They're just I thought they were just restaurants basically subcontracted to make his stuff, or how does that even work? I'm not even sure. Ooh. Okay, so the majority of the stuff that we can make. Oh, this is good. Okay, okay. 1, 2. All right. Relic had made the most amazing taco. What the hell was it? Like taco salad looking thing. It was incredible. Absolutely incredible. He's now opening actual. Okay, so that's what I wasn't sure of. Because originally when I read the article, it was people talking about getting Mr. Beast burgers, but they were being made at existing locations. So I never really understood what was going on. So businesses buy his food in boxes. Okay, yeah, all right. That stuff is like way over my head. It's like, hey, whatever floats your boat, buddy. Marketing, branding, all that great stuff. I don't think that I would have a line of burgers kind of named after me, like Storm Burgers, which would just be a little bit weird. You'd probably get electrocuted eating one. Either that or your head would explode from a thunderclap. J.R. Strang, did you know it's okay to eat fish because it doesn't have feelings? I don't know, but there's something in the way. What? Iron burgers. Yes, that you can chip a tooth on. Absolutely. Oh, we've actually got snow out here too, Ginger. Oh. See, we look away for just a second. Oh! Oop! Yes! Yes. Oh! Hell yeah! That thing is awesome. It's like a Nirvana song. That Nirvana song, yes indeed, you are 100% correct, Lone Jedi. The Beast Burger, the actual burger, he has like 5 or 6 different variations. The Beast is the Big Mac per se. Anyways, it's his best one on the entire menu. Okay. All right. Five Guys, I never liked Five Guys burgers. Five Guys burgers, they use all the peanut oil, and that stuff is just, it's got way too much going on. Way too much going on with it. I haven't had one of those things in a long time. All right, so now we need to rescue ourselves from ourselves. Yeah, you know, like... JK Gamer, you like Five Guys, but little... you get, like, the double... You know what I had that was actually really good? It was from a local place, and it was a smash burger. I never understood what a smash burger was until I got one, and then it was like, wait a minute, this has a little bit too much going on. Miss Silvermoon, have an awesome rest of your evening. Take care of yourself. Thank you so much for raiding on in and bringing your ever so delightful and rather awesome community with you. You take care of yourself, and we will see you when we see you. And I will most likely be lurking in one of your streams, because when you are streaming, I am working, so pretty much I lurk. So there's that. We go from 70 degrees to below freezing to tornadoes. Every day is different. You don't feel like crap after a Beast Burger versus that of a Five Guys? Oh, okay. I gotcha. So we need something that is going to kind of fix our mistakes. See, Webb knows Webb knows exactly what I'm talking about. 100%. Yeah, I was out of there shortly after 3:30. I was like, no, enough of this. I'm not doing this. Goodbye. Plus that, and I had to let the Jeep warm up a little bit because the thing takes forever to warm up. You had Five Guys, one time and never again. Too expensive. I'd rather make my own half-pound burgers that I also sent you the picture of. Oh, you did? Wait, did you just send me, or you had previously sent me? Okay. Yeah, you do make so that Nirvana song became one of my favorite songs because of one Robert Pattinson movie. Oh yeah, no, that song is phenomenal in the Batman movie. The soundtrack to that Batman movie is what the hell just happened? All right, something weird. Oh. So, I'm stuck on a sign. You live in England. I don't think we have Five Guys here. You're lucky. All right, you know what we're going to do? Because we're stuck on a sign? Oh, man. I know that's right. Me and my friend had Five Guys the other day. Over 38 bucks, almost had a heart attack. Yeah, that's nuts. That is nuts. You're playing now, Service Hub reactivation. So you're going to go pick up the supplies that I dropped. Is that a sign, David? So you're gonna go pick up the supplies that I dropped when the trailer dumped its contents all over the place. We also don't have that chicken shop that a lot of people talk about. Chick-fil-A. Chick-fil-A? Oh, you went and collected everything all over again? See, there you go. See, you should have mentioned that earlier. Or Popeyes is good. I like Popeyes. I like Popeyes because of their seasoning. Yeah, Chick-fil-A. So it's, but their advertising is basically a cow holding up a sign that says "Eat more chicken," which is actually kind of funny, all things considered. I mean, I'm an equal opportunity consumer. I will have chicken or burger. As long as the burger doesn't have, like, mad cow disease, we're pretty good. So, no bovine spongiform encephalitis for me, then we're kind of awesome. You like chicken and burger? Yeah. Yeah, I mean, there's nothing wrong with anything like that. I mean, unless you have dietary restrictions, but that's beside the point. Why are we not moving? This thing is supposed to be our little beastie that can kind of do its thing. Are we stuck on something else now? You had a really nice lamb burger last week. It was really nice. Oh, dude, I had a what the hell was it? I had a brisket burger. Mad Cow gives it that little extra kick, though. Potentially. Millie, Heather, it is so good to see you. Thank you so much. How are you doing? What's going on? What about the hamburgers from Germany? There's 2 versions of hamburgers over there. We're not talking about locations. We're not talking about physical locations, my friend. Now you're just getting weird. Not that you haven't always been weird, but that's beside the point. 2 burgers and 2 orders of fries ran me and the wife over $35. They act like they are Gordon Ramsay or something charging that much for burgers and fries. So, not that this is Gordon. Who's the other? Bobby Flay. Bobby Flay. That dude has a restaurant in one of the casinos in Connecticut. So he's got a steakhouse in Connecticut, and I only can possibly imagine how expensive it would be to eat at a Bobby Flay steakhouse. I mean, it's probably going to be wonderful. It's not like they pull a sirloin out of the freezer and stick it in the microwave. Who do you think this is? Applebee's? or no, wait. Is that one TGI Fridays? I kind of like TGI Fridays. They had their Jack Daniels like sauces on burgers and on steaks and stuff like that, and it was actually a really good flavor to it. All right, let us go fix my oopsie. Bria's such a nerd. She's about to do a dissection of a frog, a fake frog, but yeah, that's where she's ridiculous and cracks me up. So okay, so Why is this thing always getting stuck? You know, this is unacceptable. This used to be... Wait a minute. Also, it probably helps when we change the suspension mode so it doesn't get stuck that bad. So I didn't realize that that was a fake frog. So it's a fake frog that the dissection is occurring on. That is wild. Because I read that in the Discord, and yeah, that's where the name of the food came from. People of Hamburg made a recipe for beef and found itself overseas and got named after them after a person put buns on it. You know what? That's just unsanitary, putting someone's buns on it. It's an educational kit she bought from Amazon. You know what? That's awesome. That is actually really, really, really cool. And that sounds like fun. Cake burrito! Can I have some iron from Minecraft? Currently, I have steel. Right? Is it steel? Whoop. Is it steel or is it, I don't know. Sure, Twitch wouldn't be okay with a real frog. You know what? If it's science related, anything's possible, I imagine. Alright. So let's get this thing to a point where it is stable. Like, everything on this map so far has been less than ideal. Some for those emotes. Yeah, you did. Education, right? Exactly, education. It's all about the education. Gotta put it in the guise of the education. Because we're expanding our minds, and we're not using psychotropic drugs to do it. Not that I would. I don't do anything like that. But I'm just saying, there have been studies. Yes, Cake Burrito, take your time, my friend. Take your time. All right, back to the Dan. Now let's get ourselves some steel beams loaded up. All right. Okay, crane mode. Outriggers out. In that case, I've done a few studies in my youth. Lol. I'm okay now, though, I think. For science! Yes, everything is about in the name of science. Just scream out for science, and then it makes everything okay. At least I think it does, potentially. If not, back to the drawing board on that one. I'm supposed to be doing coursework, need to finish a whole unit for tomorrow's class, but I feel like crap. I don't know if I'm going to go in tomorrow. I should, because it's a 4-week short course, but MH sucks and overtired, and I don't know what to do for the best. Well, you know what? You got to do you. Don't, like, you know, I'm all about science. Science is cool. Science was one of the classes I think I actually did halfway decent at in school. Like, I'm probably... I don't know. I probably remember the most from science classes. Mental health. Gotcha. Yes, because sometimes my deciphering of acronyms. I didn't know Prime have a crane that was on a different transformer. No. This is the Dan. This is Prime's, like, weird back alley cousin. Feeling really bad evidence, so I took a dive. Well, you know what? You gotta do what's right by you first and foremost. You can't do school, you can't do work, you can't do the job, you can't do the learning if you're not emotionally prepared and ready to do the stuff like that. Like, you know, everybody's about putting in the work and doing the stuff and whatnot, but it's like, hey, how about the fact that sometimes people are tired? Sometimes, how do I know what's the best? Go with your gut. You are the only one who is capable of making that call. Oh no, don't recover. You are the only one deciding on... Let's see. Here, check this out. Watch this. This is where the magic happens. Presto. Ah! I'm a wizard, Harry! Wait, no. I get that quote wrong, didn't I? Was I don't force myself to go, and I just feel worse for skipping. Well, you shouldn't allow yourself to feel worse for taking care of yourself. Right. Back at it. Slow and steady wins the race, right? All right. And I swear, if we go and then all of a sudden it dumps one more time, I'm going to giggle. Just because. I don't know. How did we end up out here with the Lodestar? It was just one of those things where it's just like, yeah, there's a truck right there. Oh yeah, headlights. Although we don't have beacons for safety, which is probably why we dumped over before. So the nice thing, Ginger Rage, about this game is you don't have to be exactly perfect when you're putting the cargo on there, because that would take a little bit. That would take not that I'm incapable of doing so, but all right. So I don't know if you know if this is real or not, but I just got a Discord message that says name, congratulations. No. That I would not trust that whatsoever. All right. So let's get half the order of metal beams over here. This is metal. This is all metal. And it's got like, so it's actually called metal beams. It's 2 units of metal beams. This is one of the heavier, more unwieldy bits of cargo in the entire game. But it's got like this wooden crate built around them. That is a final destination, is what that is. Yes, it is. Although it would be even better if we were carrying logs to the final destination. Because then we could make all of those jokes about not wanting to stay behind that vehicle. All right. All right. Okay, let's see if we can make it back without dumping this. Hey, look at that, a porta potty. You know what I got? Hold on. Do not drive behind trucks carrying anything with an open back or open top. No way. Figured, but it was the first I've ever seen Discord spam. Yeah, it'll happen. The other one that happens, yeah, when you gotta go, you're right. If I'm gonna die on the road, I'd rather it be fast and instant, not impaling. Well, I think impaling is kind of, all right, I want to, oh, that's a very solidly built porta potty. You play SnowRunner as well. Your name is Annie. Okay. When did you start playing SnowRunner? Never push yourself, see how it goes. If it's too much, stop. At least you made the effort, and they will make you feel better knowing you had to go. Danny makes a very, very solid and profound statement. Since day one you pre-ordered it? Yes, I did as well. I love this game. Love this game. This is one of my absolute favorite games to play of all time. It depends where you're impaled. If it's through the chest, you may feel it for a moment, and I don't want to be pain, trauma, ghosty. So, pain, trauma, ghosty. Wait, if you're a ghost, don't you not feel anything? Or are you saying that you, like, revisit the same pain? Is it a phantom pain? Because, like, Norman, our good buddy Norman, you might remember it. I don't know. That's a very good question. Phantom pains? Yeah. So, our good friend Norman, the logs usually remember me with the final destination. Yes, everybody knows the final destination. Everybody gets that reference. Oh, that's great. But yeah, Annie, I hope you are doing well this evening. Thank you for coming in and hanging out. And thank you for saying hi. Okay, so it occurs to me that's probably not the best place to leave a truck like that with a crane. So let's go get some more steel beams. It must amuse log truck drivers to see cars avoiding. You know what? That movie had to have been a game changer for the transportation community. Just like all of a sudden, nobody ever drives behind a log truck. Nobody wants to. All right, we're going to take it slow going so we don't tip this thing over again. I think I saw a TikTok from one of those drivers saying just that. That's awesome. You would as well? Yeah, you know what? See, here's the thing, and you always have to remember that if you can't see a driver in their mirror, they can't see you. Always remember that. Don't like get so close to a truck that you can't see the driver of the truck. And that's one of the biggest things. And that's why they actually have placards on the back of their vehicles saying just that. Oh, look, another porta potty. That porta potty did damage to my truck, not the porta potty. A really dark sense of humor. If I was a driver of one of those, I'd have some sort of reference on the back. Yeah, you can't see their mirror, they can't see you. Exactly. Exactly. All right. So let's get the power transformer up and running. So you get these 2 more beams over that location. TSG Aerospace, that's one long truck. Is it a base game or one? This is a truck that you get in Michigan. This is a base game truck, although, which map is this? This is the Belozersk Glades in Central Asia. This is DLC number 8. This is the farming DLC. Conspiracy. The movie was funded by traffic safety associations as a deterrent from riding on a truck's tail like that. Shock jockey. Very, very, very on point discussion, and I believe you might actually be onto something. But yeah, TSG Aerospace. This right here is the Western Star 6900 Twin Steer. This right here is a base game truck, although the all-wheel drive upgrade is on the second map of the Kola Peninsula. So it's actually in Amandra. So you would actually have to get the first DLC for this game to get the all-wheel drive upgrade. I was a truck driver here in UK, and yes, if you can see my mirrors, or can't see my mirrors, I can't see you. Exactly. How's your progress on other maps? All right, let's see. I have all of these opened up. I've actually got the garage opened on, I think it was, I want to say it was Harvest Corp, but I'm not sure. Joeskas? Figures I played the game on Game Pass a while back, but I jumped to Alaska immediately when I unlocked it. Yeah, so when you are in the game, it definitely helps to play through Michigan, and then when you've got the majority of Michigan completed, then you go through and do Alaska and then Tamir. Each one of the series of maps has kind of its own theme and feel to it. And then some of the vehicles that you get are actually really cool. I'm Nate Spottom here, gonna get food and enjoy the show. Mr. General Disarray, thank you very much for popping on in. Blind spots can be your worst enemy. 100% Shock Jockey. I mean, Canadian PSAs are up there too. What? Super smart idea too, because they can't put something so graphic on TV as an advert, but an adult-rated film because mostly adults are drivers over 17 in the UK. Your now in the UK, your driving tests are very difficult, from what I understand. Percent progress. That would be. Let's see, because they've added more stuff in. Even if we go, so Michigan, 97%, Alaska, 98%, Tamir, 92%. So a lot of that stuff, it used to be 100%. But since they added more little quests or tasks and contracts in, as they've added on more DLC. I haven't exactly gone back to do that stuff. So overall, 78%. So 78% for the most part. Canadian PSA adverts can be pretty messed up. Oh, I had no idea. Oh yeah, Billy Heather, you definitely have to. We will jump in and we will help you out in your game as well. So don't got to worry about that. The amount of people that drive on the motorway here and sit in your blind spot is ridiculous. Mostly, it's the type of person who thinks they own the middle lane. Yeah. So in New England, one of the most frustrating and irritating things is people who drive slow in the fast lane. There is a universal public service announcement, Danny. That's what a PSA stands for. So there are people. So the left lane is for passing. The middle lane is typically for travel. The right lane is usually for merging. Now, you'll get these people who are completely ignorant of anything that goes on around them, and they will sit at or under the speed limit in the passing lane. And there are now rules and regulations and laws on the books so that you do not impede traffic in the passing left-hand lane. Bounce back and forth between yours and burritos. Have a great rest of your stream. Gotta get... Oh, absolutely! Ride to fight. Take care of yourself, my dude. Have fun and enjoy the frog, the fake frog dissection. Can you do that multiple times, or does it like... Man, that's weird. I'm gonna have to look that up. I avoid Audis on the motorway. I don't know what it is, but damn, Audis, always Audi. Audis, BMWs, and Mercedes. And white vans. Oh yeah, highway agency truck will come up behind you if you hog a lane, flash you to move over. It's a warning. Gotcha. It's basically the same as the middle lane here in UK. Typically, we have 3 lanes. The highways around here are so, like, built completely different. We have just 2 lanes, 3 lanes, 4 lanes, and it just goes all over the place. Goes all over the place. Yeah, who will blame me? Yes, white vans. You read that correctly, my dude. I'll ask her to post the product, but it's like a kid's kit if you find a Barnes. Okay. No, I'm curious. I'm just like, out of sheer morbid curiosity, a fake frog dissection kit. That's wacky. That's just wacky. Okay, actually, what we can do, we can recover, or maybe not. I probably shouldn't have recovered, but that's fine. That's fine. Isn't Barnes & Noble a bookstore? Yeah, but they've got all kinds of other, like, really cool, weird stuff. Visit the container search area. Deliver. Metal detector is recommended. The container search area is in Harvest Corner. Jozuski, thank you very... I hope I'm saying that right. I don't want to be butchering your... they get, like, science kits and things. Yeah, it's all about, like learning. All right, so Harvest Corp. Where do I have to go for the container search area? Wow, thank you very much. Really appreciate that, Allie. Okay, so that's the container search area. Oh, but we opened up the garage over here too, so we can go check it out. Yeah, Barnes & Noble has a lot of stuff. There isn't... so, since Amazon, there isn't a lot of, like, big physical bookstores. Barnes & Noble is kind of one of the last ones. Nice to talk with you people, but I have to go for a bit. Danny, thank you very much for popping on in. Thank you for the follow. We'll be here. We are here Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Waterstones in the UK. Okay, so that's your giant bookstore. Awesome. So are they just like a regular bookstore, or like how's that work? I always missed like having a bookstore that I could go to and getting something to read when I was working at, like, ages ago at a gas station. Like this is going back decades ago at this point in time. Mostly sells stationary stuff now because books are sort of on the way out. Kind of. There is always a market for physical books. Here's the thing. Even if you have a Kindle, even if you've purchased a book on a Kindle, it's not really yours. It is not really yours. Oddly enough. Funny how that goes. All right, so do I have... I want a... I also want a crane. There we go. Loading crane. Flatbed. There we go. Just like old vinyl records, there's something about the physical... Exactly. There's a tactile feel to having a physical book. So this is our weird little garage in the middle of nowhere. And somehow or another, we need to get to... We need to get all the way over here. Which means... I think that... we're going to go on a journey through time and space. Mostly because it takes up space, and we take a lot of time. Yeah, okay, we'll go there. It also helps that vinyl is in, yes, plow few trees down, yes indeed. Taylor Swift released a vinyl record, and it sold. Basically anything that Taylor Swift releases is going to sell like hotcakes. All right, we're going to change the suspension mode so I don't forget to do that like last time on the other truck. Your dad still has vinyls when I go stay at his. If his girlfriend's out, he wakes me up in the morning by putting on his vinyl player. That's awesome. That is awesome. Apparently, people say that a vinyl record has a particular sound to it. A particular, you know, just a... It's different. It's definitely different. I never owned a record player. I know my folks had one. And I want to say that the only record that I remember them having was the soundtrack to Flashdance. Take that as you will. Yeah, soundtrack to Flashdance. You've got a record player? Awesome. And you can still buy a record player. Not sure, maybe I can kind of tell that it is his vinyl rather than radio, but I don't know why. Loved your record player. CDs and digital music are pretty crystal clear. Vinyls will hiss and crackle a little. Yeah. Maybe because it's just what my dad does. You know what? That's cool too, though, Millie Heather. And I think that's actually really kind of neat. And if he does that specifically, your nephew used to collect, I think, yeah, records have a value to them, a physical value. But then again, consider old media like CDs, and CDs aren't that old of a media. It's also a nicer way to wake up than a banging on the door or something. Also accurate. CDs or VHS, but perhaps even Betamax videotapes. So like we've got all these old versions of video storage or audio storage, media storage, and they've truly fallen by the wayside. Like I used to have, it was a Sony Handycam. So I would take that up to the quarter-mile drag strip at Epping. New Hampshire had a really great drag strip up there. And it was awesome to take video of the cars going down the quarter-mile drag strip. It was so much fun. So much fun. But that was those little high 8 videotapes. And the only thing that can play those is, you know, all that media is all gone. And if you want to, like, digitize that stuff, still have about 100 vinyl and over 200 cassette tapes. Yeah, cassette tapes too. Uh-oh. We may have beached ourselves here. First CD was a brand new copy of ZZ Top's Afterburner. So my first CD, I want to say, One Christmas, I got, I want to say it was Nirvana. It was Smells Like Teen Spirit by Nirvana, I want to say. But then we went to Mountain Lion. How are you, my friend? Yes, we did maybe mention SnowRunner, and it's so nice to see you. I hope you had a great weekend, and I hope you're doing really well today. Remember my first CD, it was wasn't even a pop song, it was some random free music. I had cassettes with nursery rhymes. I remember Ren and Stimpy's Happy Happy Joy Joy. Okay, so what do we gotta... We gotta get the special cargo. So where is this... Oh, there's the special cargo. Like, right over there. So it's not like we need the metal detector to figure out where the special cargo is. Favorite record when I was a kid was Snoopy versus the Red Baron. That is phenomenal, dude. That is so cool. I remember getting Use Your Illusion 1. I remember Alice in Chains' Dirt. And these were all CDs. Like, this is all stuff that I got eons ago. Megadeth was Symphony of Destruction. I got that from a friend for Christmas, I want to say. Right in my collection is almost all of my Queen vinyl records. Very cool. Still have the players to play them on, and they work great, even better. Old Age Badge. I remember 8-track tapes in my parents' car. We had an 8-track player in the garage at one of the old houses that I lived at. After nursery rhymes, it was Spice Girls, Britney, Christina, and Cher, some Steps, and S Club. Take That and Boyzone. I didn't learn about heavy metal till I was like 17. So, what really shaped my musical interests, what really shaped just the path that I would follow for my musical desires was Judas Priest and Painkiller. I owned it on a cassette tape, and it was probably one of the first things that I listened to non-stop, again and again and again and again and again, and it was incredible. Favorite vinyl in high school were Foreigner 4 and REO Speedwagon High Fidelity. Remember back in the 70s when I got the futuristic 8-track player? Those were the days. Mountain Lion, that's awesome. Mom played the Beatles and Meatloaf in the car, though. JK Gamer says, I think my favorite one was Billy Joel, The Stranger. There was not a bad song on the album. Oh, another thing coming. So, Judas Priest's Painkiller was incredible. Rob Halford has a set of pipes that is just second to none. Also, I hope that I can actually get this particular piece of cargo, not get beat. She heard me listening to Iron Maiden, and she told me she also used to listen to that when she was a teen. Judas Priest, Turbo Lover. That is a cool song. That is a really cool song. I have all my parents' records, 60s and 70s country and a bunch of Elvis. Ooh, dude. I'm looking at something for my birthday next week, a vintage Zenith console stereo cabinet. There's a vintage store I've been looking at. I may go buy it. There you go. Millie Heather, take your time. Take your time. No rush. Oh. Well, we don't have any water intrusions, so that's a good thing. Okay. Meant to do that. And then we'll just kind of grab that bad boy, and then we'll just swing it on over here, and we'll attempt to get this thing kind of lift and swing. Lift with your knees, not with your back. That's what everybody says. You still get a hernia, though. Back in the day, I wore out my record of the Beach Boys' Endless Summer. Ah, man. You know what? I'm glad that you guys can be sharing all of this. As a kid, I loved the Elvis Moody Blue record. It's Clear Blue. Ooh. That's got to be cool, though. All right, so we've got the special cargo. Where's it got to go? it needs to go to the power transformer in the Heartland, which is all the way over there. Ooh. Okay. Oh, I'm totally down with this. This is rad. I'm all about this. This is neat. We'll make our little route right here, all the way through. There's a truck and a trailer right there. I don't know what they're doing there. They're just taking up space. And okay, so that's gonna go to the Heartlands. Gonna run. Have a good one, Storm. Ginger Rage, thank you so much for coming by and sharing with us. This has been awesome. Every one of you out there who are sharing awesome, and I won't even call it nostalgic. I will call it things that shaped your passion and your love of music, your childhoods, your teen years, your young adult lives. Thank you for sharing all of the stuff, because it is so cool to listen to and to learn about stuff like this that everybody is just really, really into. And apparently we're stuck on a branch. My first CD was Spice World for my 10th birthday with a portable CD player. That's awesome, though. That's awesome. Oh, at least we can... all right, so we can do this. Okay, there we go. So we will navigate the muddy fields. It's kind of interesting to see the... I can't even say that it's a rise and fall of the Spice Girls, but primarily just the meteoric rise and their popularity, and then most of them all went to do different stuff. Now I Feel Old, that ZZ Top CD came out in '85. I was 14. That's wild, dude. But don't feel old, because you know what? These are just numbers. These are just numbers. Never ever think that you feel old. Never ever think that you can't do something because you're too old. Never think that various different passions and hobbies and interests passed you by because you're not a particular age. Still works, though? Even better. I remember my mother used to listen to the song Wildest Dreams, or In Your Wildest Dreams by the Moody Blues, which I always thought was just this really eerie, very just musically ethereal. Yeah, man. Right? I mean, that was a really, and I like all kinds of music. There's certainly music that I really don't listen to. I thought Wildest Dreams by Taylor Swift or Owl City. Owl City's another weird band. Owl City is another weird band. But what is it? They did Fireflies, right? Owl City did Fireflies. My first CD was Ride the Lightning after I got in trouble for stealing my dad's And Justice for All cassette. Relic, that's awesome. Ride the Lightning was a good one, though. Ride the Lightning was a phenomenal. Owl City has some bangers. I don't seek out a lot of stuff. I just kind of listen to whatever comes my way. Like Spotify and what was the other one before Spotify? I was born in '89 and I work at Best Buy, and it makes me feel old when floppy disks and VCRs come in for recycling and no one knows what it is. Ooh. I remember, I love Fireflies. It's a really good song, right? I remember coming home from school and my mom and her twin were there just crying. They heard Elvis died. Oh, wow. Well, unfortunately, the big man's daughter just recently passed away too. Jamie, what the hell was her name? Crap. Pandora. Yes, that was what it was. Pandora. So you've got, you know, I used to listen to Pandora, but then you couldn't, like, initially make playlists and stuff. So then Spotify was another one that was on my radar, but for some reason the PlayStation didn't have an option for Pandora. It had an option for Spotify. So I couldn't actually listen to Pandora on my PlayStation. So that's what caused me to get a Pandora account, was my PlayStation. And I actually kind of like Pandora a little bit more in the way that it curates the music and makes the suggestions. I remember when the fate of the world was found on floppy disks in old cartoons. Yes. I was legit just a radio station kind of thing. Yeah, I used to listen to the radio station a ton. A ton. WAAF 107.3, which no longer exists. 104.1 WBCN, the Rock of Boston. 101.1, it was, there was a bunch of alternative. Boston's radio used to be just unbelievable. Oh, what's this? Oh man, are we in trouble? A driver managed to lose his cargo that we're supposed to ship out real soon, and there's no way we can just get it out on our own. Can you help us? Absolutely, I can help you. I'm just not going to do it right now. Thank you very much. Lisa Marie Press, thank you, Freedom. I feel like an idiot for not remembering that, because I just read the article. I still remember writing from the leaf counter number to show where songs start. Oh, on the leaf. Yep. Lisa Marie, yeah. It's really unfortunate. It really is unfortunate, because that's a legacy right there. That is a legacy that's tied into so much Americana. Musically, everything else. Oh, we've got headlights. Let's use those. Oh, we've got beacons. Let's use those too. Yeah, she was young too. She wasn't all that old. Well, figuratively speaking. All right, we've got a special cargo. Let's deliver it to the power transformer in the Heartlands. Elvis died before he could pass it on, didn't he? That's a good question. Back in the early 80s, there was a club in Dallas named Monopoly. The dance floor was a Monopoly board, and the DJs were in a jail cell. That's wild. That is so wild. Remember when you used to change your headlights from low to high with your foot? Yep. I had plenty of vehicles that you could do that with. All right, so we have to go. Where's the power transformer? Special cargo. Oh, it's all the way over there. Okay. So I guess we want to go. Yeah. And why don't we just kind of boot right across over here, and then we'll just make it to here. Never knew that was... So it was a big switch. It was like this big switch. I found one of those switches while metal detecting. I was the only one who knew what it was. Oddly enough, I found those in like garbage and in dirt and stuff like that too. And it's, let's see, my 1971 International Harvester needed a new one of those switches, and at the time I couldn't get it was two Phillips head screws that held that to the floorboards, and I couldn't, like, they had stripped out, I couldn't get them out. So I ended up making oops, that was a stump. I ended up making a switch and mounting it underneath the dashboard that I could just toggle back and forth. I used to be really good at, like, electrical stuff once upon a time. Rewiring taillights for dump bodies, stereo equipment, stuff like that. But it's so much more precise now. Left those guys and went to get my senior discount at the restaurant. Are you able to get the geriatric surprise at Dunkin' Donuts as well? Do they ask you for your ARP card? Back in my day, we had to walk uphill naked with no shoes. Ways to go to school. They said you're too good looking. Not sure geriatrics should be given. I mean, this is turning into like the absolute best of days, and I certainly hope that everybody else is enjoying it too, because I'm enjoying the hell out of today. Back in my day, you could go to a store and rent the videotapes. Okay, Grandpa, let's get you back to bed. Yes. Yes. Back in my day. Looking forward to being able to get a senior coffee. For some reason, I don't find that surprising at all, Loader. Oh boy, that sign's coming for us. Tried to attack us. In the snow, uphill, both ways. Yep. Blockbuster. Back in my day, we used to go rent videotapes from Blockbuster. You see how to play it. Oh my goodness. You know, it never lived long enough for me to be old enough to see the back room that I've heard about in films. Yes, there was, in fact, a back room at a Blockbuster. And our local video store, the first video store that I went to, it was called Video Revolution. Be kind, please rewind. Because you would get charged if you didn't rewind the videotape. You are 100% correct, Mr. General Stray. So, we used to have this place called Video Revolution. And that's where I remember saying, as a young child, that I wanted to watch a movie with skeletons in it. So what did we end up getting? It was the Ray Harryhausen. Was it Clash of the Titans? Blockbuster. Nothing Google Video in the grocery store. Best way to rewind videotapes was with a pen or pencil. No, that was a cassette tape. You could rewind a cassette tape with a pen. That's where Mommy and Daddy go to when we were looking for the newest cartoon movies. Yeah, so we had this place called Video Revolution, and then we had a place that opened up, and it was called Penguin Video. And the owner was a real scumbag. The owner was like a total scumbag. I don't know why we're kind of... Oh, there we go. Yeah, the owner tried to say that we never returned a particular videotape, and then my grandmother had taken my youngest brother there to go rent a videotape, and he was like, "You can't rent a videotape because you owe this much money." And it was like he duped this little old lady into into paying off the bill, and it was like, "No, you idiot! This stuff was returned. Don't know what you're talking about." And it was so annoying when it wasn't rewinded and you had to like close your eyes without being spoiled. Do you remember Betamax videotapes? No, Betamax was dead technology even when I was young. And it's funny too, because I think, what was it, 40-Year-Old Virgin with Steve Carell, he actually goes on a really good he's got a pretty good argument about outdated technology working in this goofy little video store that he's, or not video, tech company that he's working in. I remember when DVDs first started and I was confused about how they did not need rewinding. That's awesome. Did you ever have one of those separate rewinders that's all it did was... No. I never had one of those, but the video store had those. The video store had them to rewind the videotapes when everybody was too lazy to rewind them, and they were just like, they weren't even ultra fast or anything. They would just rewind a videotape. That's all. It's like you had this special device to simply rewind a videotape. It's like, what on earth are you doing? Like, why is this a thing? It never made any sense. All right, so we're back here. This is cool. You still have one? How come I am not surprised? The big video discs that look like giant records inside a big laser discs. Laser discs apparently are still a big thing. There is a huge collector's market for laser discs, and some of the rarest things you can get are on Laserdisc. And you need a special Laserdisc player. The rewind broke on my parents' VCR. Instead of buying a new VCR, they got this rewinder. I mean, you got to do what you got to do, right? Whoop. That little shrubbery just saved our bacon. My old science teacher used laser discs all the time. Yes, laser discs were used in school a lot. Schools had the big laser disc players, and oh man, you could get, what do they call them? The Criterion Collection was only available on Laserdisc, and it had some of the rarest movie footage, behind the scenes stuff that you could possibly get. Learning that the PlayStation would play DVDs. So here's the thing. What was it? The ever had to flip over Laserdisc? That was high tech. Yeah, 3/4 videotape. Cryptid Tales, you know what's up. All right. Okay. So, what was it? Now, here's the thing about the PlayStation and Blu-ray players. So, you could play a DVD on most anything that would play a disc. So, PlayStation would play a DVD, but if you wanted to play a Blu-ray, here's where it gets interesting. Not the laser discs. These, you had to insert the whole thing and the cover would come back out. I don't think I ever remember anything like that. Even still have my first camcorder. It uses VCR tapes. Yeah, the big one, the big dad quarter. So he would show up to school plays and try to videotape everything, and it would just come out awful because he was looking at everybody's feet. But with Blu-rays, it was actually less expensive to purchase the original, the big PlayStation 3 than it was. Millie Heather, thank you. We'll get you from this one. Thank you very much for that. But yeah, Blu-ray players, the least expensive Blu-ray. Yes, this is the. I've had this. I got this at Christmas actually. So this is all like wood. It's hand carved and stuff like that. And this is all like when you do the wood burning and everything. This is an awesome mug, and it's one of my favorite Christmas gifts. So my dad was always on the hunt for hot teachers. Sometimes he never made it in the home. Oh, that's so funny. That's so funny. Oh, that's way too funny. All right, what are we doing? So, deliver to the abandoned beer at the Institute. So we would need waste not, want not, consumables. So we go to the Institute. Consumables. Where are... But we have to deliver to there. Where do we pick them up from? I don't know. Oh, there it is. Okay, Institute Warehouse over there. So that's not too bad. Don't we have trucks over here? I thought we had some trucks over here. Oh, we have trucks all the way over here. Oh, we've got the GMC. And then we've got the... What else do we got? The ANK. What else do we have over here? ANK. Don 71 GMC. Oh, we don't really have some good selection of vehicles over here for this. So this might get interesting because we may need to transport. Can't have a mental health day tomorrow. I have Cub Scouts in the evening. I mean, what on earth is this? This is weird. Delete. Okay, so neither one of these vehicles, I can see if my assistants can cover it. It's all planned and the stuff is there. Bocaron! Buenas! Buenas noches. Buenas noches. ¿Cómo está? I mean, Millie Heather, if you really need the time off, you should definitely take the time off because you owe it to yourself. You owe it to yourself to take care of yourself. So never forget that. Never forget that. We are on Belozersk, Season 8. Well, DLC number 8. Let's see. Okay. And, all right. So you know what? Mr. General Disarray, you're not the only one. But you know what? Here's another great SnowRunner player. If you understand Spanish, and you know what? Video games are a universal language. So even if you don't understand the language, maybe you want to go check somebody new out. Go for it. Have fun. There's so many people out there doing so many awesome things. It's worth it to check somebody new out. Crossroads. Okay, let's go to the Crossroads. So we're in the Institute, so we want to go Crossroads to the Institute. Crossroads, where's the Institute? So that's the Institute right there. There's our garage. Okay. So we're going to go garage. We're going to take a truck from the garage. We're going to go to the Institute. So we'll give that a shot. Emilovich, how are you? What's going on? Welcome on in. You are very welcome, my friend. Very welcome. All right. You know, I always want to use this thing. It's way more fun than it really has any right to be, but it can't tow a trailer. You can't really do anything with it. Like, you can haul fuel, and that's about it, unfortunately. You're good? I am also good. Let's find something that's fun to use. You know what? Let's use this bad boy. Adios, mi amigo. Take care of yourself. Have a wonderful evening. So good to see you, though. Take care of yourself. All right, so we're going to go to the Institute from this map. We're going to... Maybe this isn't exactly the best truck to be using, but this is the truck that we're going to be using. If that makes any sense whatsoever. And we've already gone the wrong way. I'll finally use the boar as the giant... can you put the seismic vibrator? It works like a charm. What if your truck identifies as a good girl, not a bad boy? So here's the funny thing about that. Like everybody says that a car is like a, and I've already gone and hooked myself. Like a car is identified as like a typically by a female type pronoun. I don't know. I always saw. Wait, where am I going? I'm totally not going the right direction. Oh my goodness. I am not paying attention whatsoever. But that's all right. That's kind of just how things go. So that's the Institute right there. So we'll go across this way. Go across this way. I don't know. For me, it's not so much like, I don't know, a machine is a machine. That's how it is to me. I guess it would depend on the person who names their car. Yeah, there's that. So, Mr. General Disarray, what did you think of the Boar and how it was actually? It's a goofy vehicle. It is a very goofy vehicle, and it only seems to work better when you have more weight over the back axles. It's very front heavy. Like if you hit a bump, it tries to nosedive right into the ground. I like it. I think it's actually a really cool vehicle. Oddly enough, for a Russian truck, it doesn't have access to mud tires at all. Also, I am remiss in... also, Shock Jockey. Definitely go check out Shock Jockey. I was watching you play poker. I was watching the entire thing play out, and it was Claptrap from Borderlands, and you had a very interesting cast of characters while you were playing poker the other night. Never really used it before with the seismic vibrator. Worked great though. Nice. I actually used that to haul the construction trailer out of, what's the map in Amor that I can never remember the name of? Not the Cosmodrome. Northern Aegis Installation. Northern Aegis Installation has a construction trailer that you have to haul out of there. And it was one of the most painful hauls I think I've ever done at any point. But you know what? It did it. I stuck to it. I made sure that it would actually, be the one to make the delivery. And it did. It was really cool, though. And I honestly think truly kind of, ruminating on the whole thing. Poker Night, Brock Sampson from Fender Brothers, Claptrap from Borderlands, Ash. Yes, that's right, Ash and Sam from Sam. Yes, those were the other two. That looked hysterically fun. That looked so much fun. But, yeah, I think because I used stuff that really wasn't the best to use in Amor, it made the experience that much better. And it was just really... It was a trial. That entire map is the absolute test of patience with... Or anything that this game would throw at you. Like, I don't think there is anything else in this game that is more difficult than Amor. There we go. It is an unbelievably difficult map. And I think that's exactly what it is designed for, is to test your patience. I like this truck. And to think that this truck was a freebie, like a year one freebie, where they gave this to you, the Caterpillar CT 681. Amor was the icing on the cake for sure. I loved that map. I loved everything about Amor. It honestly is some of my all-time favorite. And it was actually kind of amusing too, because yesterday, Nathan Province, N Province, as he is known on Twitch and on his YouTube channel, he was actually, I popped in there yesterday, hung out for a little bit. He was talking about, someone had told him about my exploits in Amor. So it's one of those goofy things where, like, the SnowRunner community, someone does something goofy and weird and wacky, and, like, everybody knows about it. And it's awesome that way, though. It's so awesome that way. It's fun. It's just fun. And this is one of the other reasons why I like this game, because the community behind this game is fantastic. And the fact that we have a year 3, and right now, DLC number 9 is on the public test server. So that means maybe in about a month, we might see Season 9. And the theme for that one is firefighting. And I think it was Canada? Someplace Canadian that map is taking us to. But I will also say, one of the best experiences I've been having lately is actually getting back to some of the older maps, like doing a ton more in Alaska. Alaska and Michigan are very common maps, but I never really had the chance to go through Tamir nearly as much. So playing with Space Viking on Thursday night and going back to Tamir has been wonderful. That has been an awesome adventure. If you guys were here earlier, Webb was in the channel earlier. He is also kind of bouncing around between Alaska and Michigan, and is eventually going to go to Tamir as well. And it's so much fun to do that. The two maps, however, that I haven't really actually had a chance to kind of revisit would most likely be the Yukon and Wisconsin. And that's not to say that they're bad maps. It's just everybody always tends to gravitate towards other stuff. Yukon and Wisconsin were two really good maps, and I liked them. I liked them a lot. Big Salmon Peak specifically because it had all those trail networks. It had a shitload of trail networks. And you can actually, scout vehicles were actually viable. That's the difficult thing about scout vehicles. You want to use the scout vehicles, but you can't use the scout vehicles because they just, you're very limited as to what they can do. I like Wisconsin and Yukon, but the cabin construction, yeah. Yeah, cabin construction was kind of annoying. Let's see. Yeah, if it well, it was like I think like District had mentioned, and on this particular map with the farming of the potatoes, they lowered it from like 12 to 8, and it was actually a glitch about making the cabins where you needed like 40 something different cabins. It was really bizarre, really bizarre. All right, so we don't have to worry about that. That's fine. Okay. No, that's cool. That's really, really cool. Okay. Apparently, I have an Amazon shipment that's showing up earlier because they have a tendency to kind of push back the delivery if you have inclement weather, like we were experiencing this evening. Oh, okay. So I can pick up the consumables right here. This is awesome. Look at that. Look at this. Look at this. Did that mission before they fixed the glitch. I had a cabin hanging all over the building they were supposed to go in. Yeah, so it was really, really, really screwed up. You were supposed to have an obnoxious number of cabins stuffed into this little place, and you were supposed to use the telehandler. Oh, we don't have any more of that cargo. Okay. Consumables. There we go. You were supposed to use the telehandler to lift the little cabins and put them up in there. And the funny thing is, because the way that the winch cables work, so I didn't set them on the roof, but what I did do is I used a crane. And I used the crane and I put them up on the edge. Gonna wait 3 minutes in a rat tunnel for an achievement. That's awesome. So you could actually take the crane and then you could just kind of put it on the edge and then use the crane to kind of poke it further into the location it was supposed to go. We still have to figure out what's over here. I don't know what's over there. We want to go over here. Okay. So we got to go... Oh, all right. Oh, yeah, that's right, because we were so close over here. This is good. This is good. All right, we'll do that. Sally forth? But yeah, I never thought to put them on the roof. Those missions were so weird. And one of the more frustrating things in... I think it was the Yukon, is when you actually repaired the pipelines, you actually made it more difficult to negotiate the map because you then, by repairing the pipe, blocked your means of getting back and forth. You had to learn, you lean them a certain way on the roof for them to count. Oh, okay. Okay. Gotcha. But yeah, you fixed the pipeline, and then it made it more difficult for you to negotiate the map. It effectively cut the map in half, and you could only cross at certain points where they had the pipeline. And it wasn't even like Alaska, where on the road sections, the pipeline made like a big horseshoe where you could actually drive underneath of it. So it was just one of those goofy sorts of things. Consumables. I wonder what they have in these crates, because if these crates are filled with like Snicker bars, I'm all about it. I would forego the delivery of these crates and say, yeah, just one of the straps broke loose and it bounced off into the woods and couldn't get it. Well, where'd it go? I don't know. Bears must have got it. I would dive into a crate full of Snicker bars. I mean, come on, who wouldn't? Milky Way, Three Musketeers, maybe some left Twix, right Twix, Bears. Yeah, Bears will eat. Them Bears. Them Bears. You got that right. Next time I lose something, yes. Exactly, the Bears got it. You've never had the Bears get something? Come on now. Oh, pshaw. Alright. You know, chances are I'm probably going to take my controller to work again tomorrow because there was just so much going on. I got to tell you, streaming, Paddington eats marmalade. Come on now. If you had perhaps a marmalade sandwich. They got Norman legs. Them UK Bears are the worst. Oh, Bears got Norman's legs. This is true. This is so true. Oh, God, that's funny. You'd think you could bring one of them to, like, a taxidermist. Paddington, the only bear in the, in the in the UK, yes. And he's got a raincoat. He's got a raincoat and a red hat, right? If I'm not mistaken. Ooh, what's this? I don't think we've ever been over here before. This is a fairly new and unique and interesting area. Hides his sandwiches under his under his hat. So he's got a marmalade sandwich hiding underneath of his hat. Marmalade. Oh yeah. All right. I don't think I've ever been over here before. Oh, what's this? Delivered to the corporate warehouse. 2 units of bricks. I don't have a crane, thank you very much. I don't think this was called for. Man. All right. This is just A&K doesn't have a crane. GMC doesn't have a crane. Well, that's just inexcusable. Where else is he supposed to keep it? In his pocket of his rain slicker. Thank you very much. So delivered to the corporate warehouse in Harvest Corp. Okay. I wonder if there's anything back here. This is weird looking. It'd be like, this would be the type of area that they would hide an upgrade part in. Like, what's over here? You know? What's over here? What is that? It just looks like rocks. It would get squashed in his pocket? Banjos? Maybe. There, come on now. Get up. Get up. But see, the thing is, we're in a truck. We can drive away. Put mine in my Fritos lunchbox, the kind with the matching thermos. Ooh. Go on, Sandra, get up that hill. Come on, Sandy, you can do it. Codlac. Mission description says crane required. Well, yeah, not before. So the one that we did for the one previous to it, but now it auto queued this one up. But we don't actually have the crane on a vehicle out here. We had a couple vehicles. Oh, we are right in the corner over here. Kind of neat. Sandy. What? Sandy Shores? All right. So I guess technically, how about... Tell you what, we're going to leave this bad boy over here. Sandy, she's our van. If she can't do it, no one can. All right, so Crossroads. So that goes to the corporate warehouse in Harvest Corp. But the easiest would be to go back to the Crossroads. Meet me at the Crossroads. That is apparently where the devil went down to Georgia and lost his fiddle to a hillbilly at the Crossroads. And that's where apparently you do all your Wandering Wisdom. Hi there, first time here. Ginger Rage sent me. Wandering Wisdom, welcome on in. So good to see you. Ginger Rage is awesome and a wonderful human being. Thank you very much for stopping on by. Did I tell you I gave the cats catnip? Why would you give the cats catnip? You see, Storm never reads. He only after he gets a... Well, let's not be too hasty there, District. Thank you very much for the follow, my friend. All right, so wait a minute. What is over here? Okay, we have at the... Oh, so that's got the bricks. It's true. Well, Tatra Force is useful. I like the Tatra Force. The Tatra Force, however, with the crane, it's very clunky. That you would think that that crane is actually like a legitimately decent crane. It is so not. So not. Spider-Man from Naruto learned how to drive with the manual in Forza, learning how to drive before I even have an in-real-life car. Not a bad thing. Not a bad thing. 5% because cats on catnip, very funny. They all go silly, playful, and loopy. That they do. That they most assuredly do. So, well, see, we had transported the consumables to the location, and once we got to the location, it broke down the building and said, here's some bricks to go deliver. Use it like any other crane. It just, the Tatra Force I never had very good luck with. Unlike District, who texts and drives all the time. I do that too, so don't worry about it. You guys are awesome. You realize that, right? Just gonna try it in Dirt Rally, out of the pan, into the fire. You know what? But if you're actually in Forza, you've got dirt tracks, you've got off-road tracks, you've got like nighttime races, all sorts of stuff. So it's got to go to Harvest Corp. We got to go here to Harvest Corp. So if we come from the Heartlands, Heartlands are the Institute. So if we go to the Heartlands, see, Heartlands doesn't have it. That's why. Aha. Sneaky like that. So if we take it from... Yeah, okay. No, this is cool. It's cool. So go to the... Deliver to the corporate warehouse in Harvest Corp. Yeah, we can do that. Oh, we can totally do that. That's doable. That's doable. Spider-Man from Naruto. True, more diverse in races and vehicle choice. Spider-Man from Naruto. We actually play Forza here every Friday night, and anyone who wants to race is welcome. So you have Swan Trucks up by you. Swan Trucks. Swan Trucks? Do you mean the duck boats in Boston? That would be in Boston. I've never been on one. They're amphibious vehicles, though. All right. So what we're going to do is go over here. Swan Trucks up by you to sell products? What? All right. You know what I want? You know what I really would like, actually? I want to find... Where is my... I don't know where it is, actually. Okay, in that case, let's go and get ourselves another one, because why not just buy one if you can't find one? Like ice cream and frozen foods. Schwann's Foodstuffs? I have no idea. I don't... Nothing that sounds familiar. Where's the one that I want? I wish to have... So I like the Voron Grad. The Voron Grad is one of my favorites. So we will stuff the... Alright, put that one in. Off-road gearbox. Sell that one. Off-road. Raise suspension. And which tires? Let's get some tires that are a little bit more... I don't think I'm familiar with Schwann's. Schwammy. See, the mud tires only come with the big super singles. Voron can't get any trailers with crane add-on. Oh, really? But that's okay, though. See, I'd rather have the dualies because it's actually a much bigger footprint. Significantly bigger footprint. but we can just throw some of these gnarly bad boys. Get an achievement for the rat vent thing, and for having one enemy kill 5 of his allies. On a side note, I'm out of healing. That doesn't sound like a party, though. I miss milkmen delivering things to the house. I don't know if I miss milkmen. I don't think I've ever experienced a milkman delivering anything. Snorkel, we want the biggest snorkel we can get. And then we'll just throw on a flatbed and that bad boy. Yeah, it doesn't take a trailer, but you know, that's okay. Millie Heather, do you have milk? So here's the thing. Canadians have milk in bags. I don't know how I feel about milk in bags. Actually, you know what we could do? I haven't used a 5319 in a long time. You had a card you would fill out, and then they would leave what you needed. That's too slow. This has no carrying capacity. I haven't used a 5319 in a long time. That, however, is going to actually create issues because it's got basically no fuel capacity whatsoever. 200 liters, that's it. So why don't we use something like... Throw this guy out there. Voron is a great truck. Sometimes they would leave the family with a baby sister or brother. Wow. I remember learning that, weirdos. The juice that's frozen and you add water, I think. Whatever that was, I had when I visited, and that was so good. Juice that you add water to. That's weird. That's just all sorts of weird. My Canadian friend told me they transfer the bagged milk to a jug or a carton. See, like, how... cereal comes in bags, not milk. Milk does not come in bags. Special off-road. And then let's see about what are our tire choices on this bad boy. Yeah, we'll just do these. I don't like this one. I don't like that filter. That filter does bother me. It does at restaurants. Fridge jug with milk bags. I think the bag still stays in the jug, just corner cut off. That's weird. See, I'm going to go with that one. All right. Flatbed, and then we'll put on the... See, we can't do a flatbed and a loading crane on that one. Oop. I've already got plenty of those. So... yeah, we'll... I like that paint job. Milkman delivers glass jars and pints, and you put the empty bottles outside your door, and he takes the empties away, and they get washed and reused. Oh, Winnabum! Hey, team, any word on when the year 3 stuff starts? So it's on the public test server. It is on the public test server now, so maybe in about a month or so. Rich people had milk doors in their house. Milk doors? What on earth is a milk door? That's just wacky. Overmar! You doubled down right there, my dude. How are you, my friend? What's going on? Factory fenders. No. That one's good. Miscellaneous. Parking lights, horns. Nope. Exhaust system. Heat shield. Muzzle. Definitely muzzle. One more public test server update, and then I think it will go into nice. The delivery man could open it and put your milk in your house. Okay. Enjoying some Age of Empires 3 Definitive Edition. How's that going? Oops. Okay. So... See, because we could use this, but I don't exactly want to use that. Custom paint jobs look sweet. Didn't know. Oh, yeah. Yep, this one has remastered campaigns, even historical battle. Oh, cool. This one has one. There are some other ones that do have different... King Trucker! What is going on, dude? What do we want to use? I want to use something fun and something different. What does a liar do when he's dead? He always lies. Somebody's been watching the Batman. I watched someone play the public test server. I am looking forward. I'm really excited about Season 9, and I don't really know much of anything about Season 9. Yeah, see, I've got this one. It's very slow, and it's very just, like, chunky as it kind of chugs along. You know what we could do? That's got the provisions for Crane. Played it, but I took it down. Okay. Same old stuff. It's all good, though. That is all good. Yeah. What do we want to do? We want something fun. I played it for 1 hour and haven't played it again, waiting for it to drop. Yeah. I have not played any of the public test server stuff, mostly because I just really enjoy... Oh, you know what I could do? Hold on. Oh, but I'm going to have to go back to someplace else because I don't have... Yeah, let's figure out a truck to use. Force is fine when you turn the diff off. Where did it go? I had... We could use that, but that's almost too tried and true. After the Craptastic Season 7 and 8, I just had to watch someone a little bit before I bought in. Okay. Yeah, I'm really excited about Season 9. Season 9. Okay. Can we do this one? I want to say. I also like the paint scheme on this one. It's pretty cool. I was able to get the game, the DLC, all on sale for just 40 Steam. Very cool. I'm glad you were able to do that. Also, where am I? What am I doing? Okay, so we could do the bricks. So to get the bricks... All right. To get the bricks, we're going to go this way. This way. This way. All right. Bricks are over here. We'll get the bricks, and then we will... We'll figure it out from there. Melissa Headkins. What is up? How are you? Hope they don't do any more maps with radiation that damages your truck. That's just the definition of troll. Wait a minute. When did they have that? 14 more days till I'll be playing the new Hogwarts. So that's 2 weeks until Hogwarts. I don't know if I'm going to pick that up. I'm probably just going to watch other people play it. I don't know. It's... Maybe if enough people get it... Oh, MudRunner did that? I didn't realize that. Maybe if enough people do get Hogwarts, I will consider picking it up. I don't know. Maybe. It's a big maybe. There's also the possibility if something is available on, say... Melissa! Thank you very much. Gifting out another one to Mr. General Disarray. Yeah, wait, which Waylon? Your Waylon or Music Waylon? Because I know Waylon, Music Waylon, was very excited about that game. Although, granted, he was also excited about Callisto Protocol as well, but Waylon, okay. Yeah, Waylon, he was very excited about that. I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to get it. But I did just download Monster Hunter Rise, and that's on Game Pass, so it didn't cost me anything. So even if I don't like it, I can still play it and not feel bad about it. Which, I mean, I've certainly not felt bad about all the other games and things. Cholesterol Protocol was just not as good. No. Callisto Protocol... Oh, crap. Whoa! Hey, what's going on here? We just grazed the... we just grazed that bad boy, and it basically just obliterated us right there. I don't think that was called for, sir. Also, do we have a spare tire on? Yeah, we get a spare tire on here, so that's not too bad. That's a plus. Cholesterol Protocol. You know, you graze up against the foam pole, you don't think things are going to go bad, and you lose 3/4 of your suspension. Not really happy about that. But that's all right. We'll stop in at this trailer store, we'll grab a maintenance trailer, and then we'll just basically kind of cheat our way to victory. Sandra's little sister... What? Is that new Harry Potter game? I think it's like an MMO. I want to say the new Harry Potter game's like an MMO, but I'm not 100% sure. But then again, I don't know enough about the Harry Potter game in general. Actually, Waylon was pretty interested in Midnight Suns as well. Oh, I don't have to get a trailer. I'm not too worried about a trailer. I'm good, though. And even if I can't, that's all part of the adventure. Now that they've stopped putting trailer stores right beside the garage, it's a single player? Really? I didn't realize that was a single player. Besides, I like this Freightliner. This Freightliner is actually a decent little truck. It's not bad. It's not a bad truck at all. We're just going to cut through this field. Hopefully the farmer is not paying attention, because we don't need him to see anything. Single player RPG. Okay. Siobhan. What are you talking about, Millie Heather? I'm not sure I'm catching what you're I'm not picking up what you're putting down. All right. So, we'll kind of zip right over here. We'll park. Aha. See? The truck's name, since it didn't have one. Whose truck? Maintenance trailer. See, we can. All right. The only unfortunate thing is you can't actually repair tires. So that one's got 6. The right rear tire on the forward axle has 6 points before it pops. Oh well. We've got spares, and we've got dual rear axles, so we're not too worried about it. But no, I like this Freightliner. I like the series of Western Stars as well. I really like the Western Stars. The was it the 47X or the 49X is a really great truck. That skin on the truck will be one of the seasons in year 3. Oh, now that makes sense. Now that makes sense. District, that makes perfect sense. That makes absolute 100 perfect... Yeah. No, you're... Holy crap, dude. That's actually kind of genius. Huh. Alright. So now, off to Harvest Corp. And Harvest Corp is... So what do you got to do? Institute to Harvest Corp. Okay. Nope. Oop. Damn it. Institute to Harvest Corp. Man, that's actually kind of... That's sort of genius, actually. There will be a... Yeah, I noticed that, right? Because there's a lot of stuff that they have. I'm looking forward to painting all my trucks in firefighter colors. Mr. General Disarray, are you going to be driving around in your truck, and as you're driving the truck, you're just going to... Is that how you're going to do things? Is that how everything's going to play out? Oh my god, that would be awesome. That would be awesome. I might whab it. Oh man. Oh man. That's way too fun. Hey look, it's a Dodge Durango. But we don't have those in game, do we? Actually, that's a funky looking house. I like the little lattices with all the little growth on them. If he does, he will never reach anything. Show him food, and he never shows up. You guys are great. You realize how great you are, right? Toxic? Like how? Almost took that corner a little bit too fast. Sergeant Tank! How are you, my friend? What is going on? Ninja Kiwi. Try to drive as fast as humanly possible in this game. Makes for a better trip. Makes for a very unique and interesting trip. Sergeant Tank, thank you so much for the follow. How's everybody doing? We're just out here. We are rocking out in the farm. Our delightful Season 8 DLC. Just having a good time. It's like a party. If that party involved several hundred liters of diesel fuel and pallets of bricks. We're using the Freightliner 114 SD. As much as I like the Freightliner 916, it is limited by the 200-liter fuel tank. I was going to take the Azov, the 6319, but the fact that, yet again, we are limited by a 200-liter fuel tank, I didn't want to have to worry about running out. Never got so far as doing any questions for coursework. I opened my folder and my cat climbed on it and fell asleep. Since picked up on my open folder, moved it with the cat still So there is your excuse right there. Or not even your excuse. That's your legitimate reason. Your cat fell asleep on your coursework. So therefore you just couldn't do it. Your cat was not to be denied from its humble sleeping position. But Ninja Kiwi, best truck to go full tilt, craziness. What would your selection be? If I wanted to go bonkers with a vehicle, I would choose the Twin Steer. Just got this. Checking you out for a few tips. What would you like to know about this game? You have probably a very good majority of really awesome SnowRunner streamers in the chat right now as well. This game is not a race. Do not expect to get anywhere fast. Your earliest levels are going to be your biggest struggles because you don't have the proper equipment. Depending on which version of this game. Oh, if you have the wheel, you're going to have a fun time. You're going to have just a fun time. It's going to be a unique experience compared to driving with the controller. You're still going to need the controller for like using it as far as like the crane and stuff like that. Twin Steer is too top heavy. The Azov hauls cheeks. Which Azov? The 5319 or 6319, excuse me. Mr. General Disarray, you would have to aim that statement at certain other individuals, certainly not I. So you get on a PC, okay. Yeah, you have mouse and keyboard, which is super useful for picking up winch points. Now, here's the thing. I'm on the PlayStation 5. You have full cross-play functionality. Check this out. Attaching winches. See all these little points? I have to scroll through each of these winch points individually. And now, you see all those winch points right there? I have to individually scroll through all of these winch points. Cat tax sent. Awesome. Text. Okay. But with the mouse and keyboard, you click on the point, you're done. It's awesome. That is one of my biggest gripes when it comes to the console version of this game. Otherwise, they're pretty much the same. Other than if you use mouse and keyboard, you have a gas pedal that's more like an on-off switch, but that's what they gave you the fine-tuned transmissions for, and you'll figure that out. You'll figure that out once you start getting them. Make sure to pick up any and all DLC that is available. You've got a lot of free stuff. So even if you just bought the base version of this game, or if you picked up this game on like Game Pass, you still have access to 3 free trucks that came with the year one, essentially thank you pack that they gave, and it's awesome. Any truck that you sell, you can buy back for the same price, because there's no like economy in this game. So if you sell a truck for 100,000, you can buy that same truck back for 100,000. Do not limit yourself in thinking that there's always going to be something that's the best. Experiment. Try all kinds of different stuff. It's way better and way more fun that way. Just being able to kind of just play and experiment how you want. Heartlands is over there. Harvest Corp is all the way over there. So why don't we go? Yeah, we'll just take the paved road. On a remote though, you get aim assist for the crane. What? What are you on about? Yeah, we'll just go this way. I very much like this game, Millie Heather. This is hands down one of my absolute all-time favorite games. No joke. I have played a lot of this game, and I've remembered a lot from this game, too. And it's fun. It's really enjoyable. The multiplayer is fun. You've got 4-player up to, I meant to say Taiga. Yes. The Taiga, the original one that you uncover in Tamir, in the Drowned Lands, is actually a lot of fun. That thing boots. And because it has all-wheel drive and differential lock always on, you can give it the highway transmission, so it can go really, really fast. Also, I'm installing Deathloop. Why? Because it's technically a Dishonored game. Is it? I had no idea. I've only seen a little bit of gameplay of Deathloop. I've never actually... Nah, I should have gone to the side, but we'll kind of trundle slowly through. I've never actually seen much of the gameplay of Deathloop. It was confirmed that it's in the Dishonored universe. How is that a thing? Let's kind of pull this bad boy out a little bit. There we are. I like how those bricks are stacked in a really nice geometric pattern. It's kind of neat that way. Now, the Dishonored game itself takes place in a whaling town, if I am correct, right? Ow. Dishonored 1, 2, and Dodo take place in 1830 to 1850. Okay. Gotcha. Also, I have the Achilles heel of a tire that only has 6 points. So basically, I'm driving around with a tire with multiple plugs in it and a giant bubble in the sidewall, essentially waiting for it to explode. But that's all right. Deathloop is mostly likely 100 years in the future. Okay. Deathloop just seemed weird. Seemed like just a really strange game all around. But Ninja Kiwi, Taiga is an awesome truck. Both Taigas, as a matter of fact. I like the original Taiga more. It may not be as versatile as the second Taiga that you can get from building the lumber mill in Maine, but I really do like the first Taiga. paint schemes, one out of the two paint schemes are actually pretty decent. The paint scheme with the tiger on it is a little cheesy. But what can you do? Alright, drive across, don't pop your tires, please. And thank you. I like how this has like that big, just throaty diesel, just. Some of the trucks, all you can hear is the turbo whine, and it's so cool to listen to. So very cool to just listen to it, just whistle. But yeah, Sergeant Tank, if you have any questions at all about this game, do not hesitate to ask, because it's always better just to ask. I use the Tuz 420 for scouting because you can literally drive. Oh yeah, that thing is a very robust vehicle. I haven't really used it for scouting in quite a while. I like the F750. The F750, or if I need to take the radar trailer out somewhere, the Lodestar 1700, the International that you can purchase right at the very beginning. I don't even think you need that many levels to actually purchase that vehicle, and it works out really well. You are very welcome, Sergeant Tank. But for real, with this game, we were all beginners at one point, and it never ever hurts to ask questions. No matter how simple of a question you may perceive it to be, there's a lot that this game doesn't explain to you, believe it or not. You can actually sell any trailer that you find on the map. You can sell that as long as the trailer is not for a task or a contract. You can sell that trailer back to the trailer store and make the same amount of money as if you were to purchase it. If you missed the tip for turning on headlights, you're screwed. Yeah. I would love to play this game for the first time again. You can't get that joy. No, Mr. General is right. That is one thing that I have always said about this game. If I could go back and just erase my memory of these maps and where everything is, because like once I do a map, I basically remember where mostly everything is in the configuration and layout. I would love to be able to do, and that's one of the things that I really enjoy the most about the newest seasons, the exploration. I truly enjoy exploring. And Sergeant Tank, that's one thing that I kind of really wish that I could impart upon everyone who plays this game. Take the time to enjoy the exploration, because you will never get, oh crap, you will never get an opportunity to experience that exploration for the first time again. It's just, it's so much fun to be able to drive around. Cudlack, thank you very much. And the scenery is beautiful. The scenery is absolutely beautiful in this game. And also, I don't know why, but the tutorial subtitles for Blink is still up. Nothing game-breaking, just a Bethesda game moment. Well, Bethesda. But yeah, it's a beautiful game. It has Alaska, Russia. So if you get the base game, check this out. So if you get the base game, you look up at the top of the map, you've got Michigan, Alaska, and Tamir. Kola Peninsula is the very first DLC. Then we got the Yukon, Wisconsin, and more, this is my personal favorite right there. This is the beginning of Year 2. Dawn, Maine, Tennessee, and then the Glades. Once you learn where not to drive what trucks, you kind of follow the same paths for everything. Exactly. But yeah, there is hundreds and hundreds of hours. So the base game is the 3 maps. You've got a Year 1 DLC, you've got a Year 2 DLC. they just recently released about a month ago a Year 3 season pass, which will presumably have 4 separate chunks of DLC in it. Right now, the first chunk, which would be Season 9, is currently on the public test server with people running about it doing all sorts of various tasks and missions and everything else. Ninja Kiwi, not wrong. Not wrong at all. The amount of stuff that you can do, plus if you complete this game, you've got the option to go back and play hard mode. You've got the option to go back and do New Game Plus. I have been playing this game since it released at the end of April in 2020. And I just keep continuing to play this game because it's just that good. Thing about a package deal, not a bad thing. People also make awesome modded maps. Yes, that is one thing that I always forget because I don't typically play with mods for this game. My playthroughs are always vanilla. There is so many mods that you can pick up depending on if you're Xbox, PC, PlayStation, whatever. Yeah, it's one of the best experiences is if you both if up to 4 people, you get in a bunch of scout trucks and you just drive around the maps, explore the maps, have fun exploring the maps. We got to go to the corporate warehouse. Okay. I think I should have enough fuel to do this, and even if I don't, is this what my boron was? Oh, that's where my boron went to. If you're not checking out the maps people make, you're missing out. I've never actually done a DLC on, or like a modded map on this one. But there's a lot of other people who will play modded maps, modded playthroughs, and there's all kinds of different stuff from quality of life types of upgrades to things like different trailer configurations. People will mod different trucks into the game. It's so many different things that you can do. It's not to be passed up. It really isn't. I've got something in my eye all of a sudden. There we go. All right. Okay, so we had to go to the corporate warehouse with some bricks. But yeah, there are people who put in tons and tons and tons and tons of hours into the modded maps for this game. And there is a huge modded community for this game. The maps are all different. They've all got different themes and different feels to them. It's a lot of fun. And there is always people willing to answer questions about this. Oh, and you know what? I kind of feel, actually, I am remiss in my duties. If you guys are not following District, you should absolutely be following District. He is another one of the wonderfully legendary SnowRunner streamers that are out there. But yeah, there's so many different people in this community. You've got a ton of information that's available on YouTube. N Province is a great source because he goes through truck reviews and all kinds of stuff. What happened to Districts 1 through 12? I think there was like a Thunderdome kind of competition, and 13 is the one that came out on top. Too bad he broke his clips. Mr. General Disarray. Oh, sir. Oh, Magoo, you've done it again. Checks out. Gave Slackjaw a safe combo so I can get 200 gold. Joke's on him, I looted the safe of everything. But dude, those District, you have to admit, those were some pretty awesome clips that you had going there. I've got a ton of clips on my channel, and I should actually go through, because they're actually... Booyah Moon! What is up? How are you doing, my friend? What's going on? There's a bunch of clips on there, and sometimes if people accidentally just hit the clip button, it'll take a clip, and it's got pretty much no context for anything, and it's like... It's just the most random me just carrying on like an idiot type of scenarios. More crazy stuff incoming for Snore. Okay. They get the Nick Cage treatment. Got the bees. Not the bees! Not the bees! I love that one. That one is so good. That one is so good. It's definitely one of my favorites. The sloth, hey you guys, is another great one. One of these days, I'm gonna get myself set up with a streamer deck. Either that, or I'm gonna repurpose a tablet, and I'm gonna set it up so that I can actually do a whole bunch of like fancy stream type stuff. Because let's face it, I'm sort of a slacker streamer. I mean, it's like a cake, but it's a really crappy cake, like a laugh track. You never know. It's like a really crappy cake, but it's covered with a really nice coat of frosting and sprinkles. If those sprinkles were inedible. Ineditable? Your cake is top notch. Court Knight! What is going on, Court Knight? How are you, my friend? And speaking of ever so delightful individuals, Court Knight here is absolutely wonderful, totally fantastic, with a cherry on top. You're doing all right? Very good to hear. Oh, there it is. Oh, that terrifying individual who looks like Colonel Sanders out of a fever dream. So not that one, not that Colonel Sanders looking dude. This Colonel, actually, he sort of looks like Jeff Bridges. He looks like Jeff Bridges in that really bad movie with, what was it, Ryan Reynolds? The one where they're like undead. Yeah, he looks like Jeff Bridges from R.I.P.D. Yes. Do you know they made an R.I.P.D. 2? Do you know they made an R.I.P.D. 2? Not Green Lantern. No. What are you on, J.R. Strang? No, don't tell me. Don't want to know. Don't want to know. Oh, man. Yes, they did. So, the individual, Michael Weston, who was in Burn Notice, actually shows up, or is one of the main characters with a really awful Western accent. Jeffrey Donovan, I think his name is, and he's in R.I.P.D. 2. I did enjoy the first one. It wasn't bad. It wasn't great, but it wasn't bad. And then they made a direct-to-streaming sequel. And the Burn Notice series was phenomenal. Burn Notice was an amazing, amazing, amazing series. On what for R.I.P.D.? I love the first. I think it's on Netflix. It might be on Netflix that R.I.P.D. 2 shows up on. And it's not really the best of movies, unfortunately. Oh, we're down to the wire. The first one was fun. American Netflix? I didn't know that there was different Netflixes. Netflixies? You're gonna sleep, Millie Heather. Take care of yourself, my friend. Get some rest. And remember, don't be too hard on yourself, okay? VPN solves that problem. Each country has a Netflix with different shows. I mean, I would imagine that it's kind of the same for, like, all over the place. I'm thinking. Easy to say, not so easy to do. Well, I am telling you, don't be so hard on yourself. Get done what you can get done, and whatever you can't get done, don't sweat the small stuff. Think big picture. It's not. I was watching a show in France, and when I come home, it wasn't on UK Netflix. Incognito Burrito. Hello, how are you? Your stream cheered me up. Okay, all right. I'm glad it did then. Okay, waste not, want not. Good to see some of the materials seem to be salvageable. That'll surely help us cut some cost here. Great job. Doing okay? I am doing wonderful. I'm doing wonderful. Millie Heather, take care of yourself. Sleep well. Hit me up on Discord. Okay? Don't worry about it. Don't sweat the details. Big picture. And we have another wonderfully delightful individual. That is Incognito Burrito, playing one of those games that I can never remember the name of. Ninja Kiwi, thank you very much for the follow, my friend. Thank you for hanging out too. I really appreciate it. Where am I going? What am I doing? Where am I? Where are my pants? Okay, so that's the garage right there. Let's figure out the next task that we shall attempt to do. You are more than welcome. I also like saying incognito burrito. So, is your burrito chicken, vegetarian, or beef? Because I like burritos. I really like burritos. But I like my burritos with shredded chicken in them. I had a really good burrito the other day. Actually, it was a phenomenal burrito. Let's go decide on what we're going to do. We could go collect spare parts. That's a thought. Or important cargo. We could also collect. 2 units of important cargo. Mostly chicken, but typically I make chicken and beef burritos. Ooh. Okay, that's rad. Okay, Academy Town is at the Institute. So we're in Harvest Corp. Institute doesn't have a thing. Matt, 2037, thank you very much for the follow. I appreciate that. So if we're here and we're doing eco action, so that's the Heartlands over there. And that's the Crossroads. Harvest Corp is all the way over there. Okay, maybe we should... Crossroads or Heartland? Which one's got the closer garage? So the garage is right there. That would go to the Institute right over there. Truck with crane is recommended. Chemical barrels ×3. So we got to do stuff. Huntsville, Alabama. Thank you very much for coming by. Thank you very much for the follow. How is everything going with you this evening? Got to kidnap a painter/doctor in a video game. All right, so technically, if we leave the garage and we go to the Institute, we need a trailer, though. But the trailer store is the other way. So how close is Harvest Corp? That's the garage. This one's actually fairly easy to get around, though. So Academy Town, but we don't have a trailer store over here. We're going to have severe weather tomorrow under a tornado watch. Be safe. We were just having some pretty wild snow, actually. Also going to disable the watchtower so my escape can get to his point in broad daylight. Granted, it's the evening, but still. Heartlands also has a garage. So we got to go to the Institute. So the Institute is there. And the trailer store is right there, which actually isn't... Okay, no, we're going to go this one. We're going to go this one. So... I have an idea. Always safe. Good. Very good. Very, very good. Yeah, I'm up here in New England, and it was snowing pretty good earlier. I have no idea what it's currently doing right now, but, you know, we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. But what I do want to do is I want to get a truck which will have a crane and a saddle. That is spam. Okay. All right. So let's see what we can do. All right, this one cannot get... That's right. That one cannot get the little crane. What do we want? See, you could do one or the other with these guys. And these. See, this would be interesting. Although, with this, I don't think you can do the 3-slot and the long bed. It's like, oh no, you can. Aha. I think we found our option. Although this thing's a pig on fuel. So we may run into issues with fuel. Did we get any custom paint jobs for this thing? No, we didn't. We didn't get any cool custom paint jobs for it, unfortunately. All right, so we need to go to the Institute. Okay. So we'll just kind of backtrack all along here. Just so we don't really lose the direction in which we're traveling. Although I don't think we can use a trailer with this, but the fact that we can actually use a 3-slot cargo bed and I don't even think the Azov 63210 can do this. I think it pushes it down to a 2-slot cargo bed. Although this may actually be able to take the... I can't remember if this can take a trailer or not. Not that we need a trailer, because we're just going over there to pick up 3 units of cargo, which should be 3 separate units of cargo. No, but J.R. Strang, you were talking about the Batman, Robert Pattinson soundtrack. Actually, my youngest brother, Jay Stu, got himself the Batman Batmobile Lego set from that movie. And oh my god, you have to see this Lego set. It is unbelievably complex. There is so much going on with it. It is surreal. Lights and suspension, differentials, like just an untold amount of stuff that it's got. Visit Academy Town. That's like saying visit Bookville. I think I got a Lego Batman Mobile Lego set last year. Yeah, this one's specifically for the Robert Pattinson Batman movie, and it really is amazing. Amazing. Also, Matt, are you a SnowRunner player? And if so, how long have you been playing for? Because this is hands down one of my favorite games. We'll just kind of crank right along with this bad boy. Oh yeah, we always got to watch this. This right here is like, it's really bad when it comes to destroying your suspension. I love the twin steer front axle on this, though. It's so cool. And there's so many vehicles which have like the really crazy articulated suspension, multiple steering axles. I get the Funko Pop Batmobile with Edward Cullen, Bruce Wayne in it. Man, you're not going to let that go, are you? Like, is this a personal vendetta against Robert Pattinson? Like, how's that work? So angry. Oh, it's great, though. Oop. Oop. A little bit of damage, nothing bad. I don't mind. The only thing is, like, if you take 1 point of damage here and there, but it's still, regardless if you take 1 point of damage or like 100 points of damage, you get a lump of coal. Why did you get a lump of coal? Did Batman leave you a lump of coal? I hope not. Alright, so we need to get to the other side of this particular little situation here. I think this was one of the more pain-in-the-butt ones. I can't recall. Lump of coal. Actually, they sell those for Christmas. It's just like, it's a felt bag, and it just says coal on it, and inside is a legitimate lump of coal. Just funny to think, an actor who played two types of Batman, a vampire and a superhero. Yeah. I mean, the dude's got some range to him. Although, I've never seen, actually, The Lighthouse with Robert Pattinson and the Green Goblin there. Which actually looked like a good movie. I've just never actually had an opportunity to sit down and kind of see it. And I should. I should take the time to actually watch the damn thing. All right. It looks so cool just trucking along like that. And there we go over to the Institute. Yeah, Willem Dafoe. Thank you. Sorry. Willem Dafoe. So Willem Dafoe, Robert Pattinson, The Lighthouse. It's in black and white, and it's like a really bizarre movie. Yeah, I like Willem Dafoe. Willem Dafoe is great. Willem Dafoe is awesome in like anything that he does. Okay, so we get... Oh, wow, we're actually right here. This is kind of cool. I don't know what that's about. We need to visit Academy Town. Okay. But yeah, the fact that we're like right here is kind of useful. So let's go avert an ecological disaster. Oop. All right. This thing is a pretty big truck. It's nowhere near as large as the Twin Steer, like the Twin Steer 6900. But also, the funny thing about this truck here, it's got frame flex. The Twin Steer 6900, no frame flex. None at all. This truck, it's got some frame flex, which is very, very unusual. All right, tell you what, we're going to come around from this way here. I don't know what's up with that side curtain trailer that's just kind of dumped out over there. So this is Academy Town, and once we get to Academy Town, apparently we're going to need to load up various bits of cargo. Three units of contaminated cargo. Okay, so... Alright, so that's got to go to the warehouse. Oh, wow. Okay, so this stuff is, like, all over the place. Let's see. You know what? I might just end up using this particular truck right here as my fuel truck, because I'm going to need it. Next time you're in the garage, can I show... Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. You know what's weird movie? The Man Who Killed Hitler and then Bigfoot. I haven't seen it, but it sounds like a cheesy 80s movie. Yeah, it's got Sam Elliott. How old is Sam Elliott? Because Sam Elliott, he's been around. He's been doing some stuff. That's for sure. All right, how many of these do we actually have to get? And where am I? Okay. There I am. I'm right there. We got to get 1, 2, and then we should come back for that other one. We'll tell you what. Hold on. Global map. So that's the Institute. Let's just bounce. Okay, so he's 78. Holy moly. And he just did that movie, so that would have been 4 years ago. All right, so what were you saying about the garage? And then we'll just store that one just because we can. Or was there some, like, random weird little... Bring out the boar. Okay. So, the fact that it can add customization tires... Okay. Put 58-inch UODs and then 58 OHDs. 58... It doesn't matter which ones. 58-inch UODs. And then 58 OHDs. Oh. Oh. Okay. So here's the thing. Is it sidewall flex? Because that's not a small amount of suspension lift. That's kind of bizarre. Why do you get a 4-inch lift with an OHD? Dude, that's a very, very good question. Oh, and it drops it right down. Yeah, but look at the sidewall squish. Oop. Okay. So do you see the sidewall squish? If you can kind of make it out right there. Let's try to get head on. Yeah, that's what it is. It's the tire squish. Look at the fact that these tires right here, the sidewall is much more solid compared to this one, where the sidewall right there actually kicks out substantially. That's a very, very good observation. Like, that is a lot of clearance that you're missing out on. Yeah, that's wild, dude. That's very wild. Also, I'm probably gonna have to dispatch my my fuel truck, because this thing's gonna burn through fuel trying to recover the different what's-its. Have I even been to Academy Town? It's a ton of sidewall flex. That is a substantial amount of sidewall flex right there. That building is all messed up. Yeah, it took us a half tank of gas just to get here. But no, I think that's all probably due to a significant amount of sidewall flex. But just looking at the physical characteristics of the tires, is just very bizarre, you know? I like that you can put the van body. I always forget that you can actually use the van body on this particular truck. So we're going to start by grabbing this one first, then we're going to backtrack. Let's follow this all the way to the end, take a right. And at some point, I should go and get the A&K that has the fuel trailer. But yeah, the fact that, like, you can put some goofy body configurations on the bore, but you can only do a high saddle. You can't do a low saddle. I have seen worse buildings. I have a state hospital with rotting buildings with holes in the floor and birds in the attic. Well, that just sounds straight out of a horror movie. I'm done blocking up chat. Talk amongst yourselves. No, it's all good, dude. No, I think that's actually some very interesting and unique information that you've managed to come up with. And I do appreciate that. And you can talk OHD to me anytime. Oh, God. I'm an idiot. All right. Oh, yeah, that's this way. That's right. I forget how this did going through here. The cool thing about, like, really long trucks, sometimes they're very unwieldy to get through. What do you call 80 flat screens? 80 HD. Damn it. Damn it. Oh, that's awful. That's just awful. Oh, we have to go to the left. Oh, okay. Gonna go help some folks out, so if I miss the end, great stream, buddy, and catch everyone next time. Thank you very much, General Disarray. I really appreciate it, man. Thank you for being here, dude. So we'll get that on the way back. Or, you know what? No. Well, how about we just get it now? That way, we'll eliminate any issue before it has the potential to arise. And I don't know if I have enough arm length on this thing to be able to get. All right. And I kind of wonder if I can actually how far down I can put this thing, and if I can push it with the... Oh, okay, no, we can go all the way to the end. Holy crap. I actually didn't realize it would go all the way to the end like that. If it fits, it sits. Cat logic. Okay. Oh yeah, we're already running low on fuel. We get about 60 liters out of our 280 liters. That's the one thing about this particular truck. It is a pig on fuel. Like hardcore. Oh, we have we have the slabs. Oh, that's right. I forgot we had the slabs under the water for this one. We just have to be careful going across them because we don't want to delete the entire suspension as they are wont to do. So at least I think I'll be able to start getting back with the 2 chemical barrels. I do like how this particular DLC is very, like, eco-minded. It's kind of funny. Oh, where was this thing? Oh, it's further up. Okay. I didn't realize it was this much further up. Let me check something real quick. Okay. Alright. There we go. Carrying on. Gotta keep on keeping on. Lots of garden. Dig it. Alright. So we gotta probably round this corner, and then we'll be able to get that other little bit of cargo right over there. Chemical barrels. Now, who's the jerk dumping chemical barrels out here? I don't know. All right. Next. So you lower the winch arm to the thing that you're trying to lift. Didn't take as long as I thought it would. All right. Well, hell, that's cool. Welcome back, my friend. Well, I'm good. Not really. I'm just lucky. I have gotten the painter doctor. All right, there you go. Store crane, unpack, repack. We're running low on fuel. And we have one over here, so basically it's kind of the same. Yeah, so we got to come back around and then back down and through. All right. Let's see how long this fuel gets us. Probably not very far. Not very far at all. $16 liters. I like the liters because you have a better idea. Because what is it? Is it 4 liters to a gallon or 2 liters to a gallon? I can never remember. A little liter cola. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Slowing down. Chugga, 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 choo-choo. And... out of fuel. All right, but you know what? You know what that does? That actually makes for a good... All right, tell you what. Open up the aperture all the way. We'll take a picture just like this. Because I don't like the background in this being as blurred as it usually is. So, free cam. Take photo. Good to go. All right. And that brings us to our 9 o'clock hour. And with that said, we're going to be wrapping things up. Going to be raiding out. Going to be wrapping things up. We've had a very fun evening filled with very awesome people. It's been a good night. It's been a really great night. And I appreciate every single one of you for being here, for hanging out, for contributing to the conversation, or just kicking back and watching the tomfoolery. You're awesome like that. We're going to be back tomorrow. Probably, it's either going to be Skyrim or it's going to be... Skyrim or... Oh, God, damn it, I keep hitting my microphone. Don't mind me. I'm an idiot. It's either going to be Skyrim or Fallout. Usually it's Fallout on Tuesdays, but because we've been kind of ignoring Skyrim and the ever-delightful McMittens the Khajiit, it may be Skyrim. It kind of depends on what I feel at the time. Cryptid Tales, have an awesome evening. Mr. General Disarray, thank you as always. District, you rock, my friend. Relic, you are a legend. Every single one of you. You have the most... Just... You rock. All of you rock. And I appreciate everything that all you guys do. So we're going to raid out to somebody who's also playing SnowRunner. His name is Sugar Diabetes. Dude's playing SnowRunner. 18 plus. Let's see. It looks like Wisconsin because it's paper factory stuff. We have an awesome MC. Ooh. You guys, let's go raid on in. Let's have an awesome time. Come with me. Let's go this way, you know? And thank you again. Swing on by tomorrow night if you're around. And if not, that's okay too. Have a delightful rest of your evening. I am going to go grab a snack and probably crash out because I can. Take care, guys.